Hi friends, very good evening all of you. Welcome back to CAP classes. So I have been consistently last 3-4 days, I have been getting messages when this study plan for November 2023 examinations will be released. A good news for all those students, I have prepared and released study plans for group 1 students separately, group 2 students separately, and both the groups students separately. So you can see here three documents. One is for group one is for group two, and one is for both the groups. Okay. So before going into the study plan, I'll tell you a broad, a macro level understanding of how this plan works. So today we are sitting on 14th of July, technically, but I am taking from 15th July. 15th July 23. Okay. This is the day when we are starting. This is the day when we are starting the program. Then the program ends on 20th October. Program ends on 20th October. So if you look at it, total, there is a plan for 98 days. Okay. So I'll tell you two logics or two premises based on which I have prepared this study plan. Point number one. Any student who goes to the exam without having three thorough revisions has a very less probability of clearing the exam. That means, in my personal opinion, sometimes, it can be more, sometimes it can be less. I have seen so many students, those who have done 5-6 revisions and failed in the exam. That is the reason I do not want to take any risk. I want my students to do a minimum of 3 revisions. A minimum of 3 revisions. So I have given a provision in the study plan for 3 revisions. Point number one. Point number two, I have considered students who are attending articles also. Because, nowadays, so many students, especially from direct entry, if you are in the existing scheme of education, if you are a direct entry student or you have completed already group one, then joined articleship and you are doing group two, these kind of students, there are many students in this category. So if you are doing articles, if you're doing articleship, you'll be able to spend very less amount of time for studies because articleship effectively takes 7 to 8 hours, and then traveling, sometimes you need to travel from house to office and office to house or hostel, as the case may be. So considering all these things, a student can read only 3 to 4 hours effectively. That is what I understand. So if you are writing single group, 3 to 4 hours effectively will be enough. If you can do 6 hours, excellent, nothing to beat it. So I'm not saying don't do more than 3 to 4 hours. This is what I'm saying. See, it is 3 to 4 hours is the rock bottom number of hours you have to spend with books if you are writing exams in November. Still, you have, 110, 115 days. I know. Still, you have 110, 115 days. But every day consistently, if you are not spending 4 hours minimum, it is very difficult to crack exams like CA, because professional courses like CA, as you know, the pass percentage is less. Examination level of difficulty and the depth has touched the intricacies, and many times students feel like this is the epitome of knowledge, or this is the epitome of, or sometimes time management you call it, or the complexity of the question paper you call it, or sometimes out of syllabus you call it, whatever it is. These are the hurdles to clear the exam. So to manage all these hurdles, what you need to have is a solid thorough preparation. So 3 to 4 hours is minimum for me. Average is maybe probably 5 hours max. Though I do not say max, 8 hours. So more than 8 hours is not required also. I'm telling you, if you're writing a single group and if you say, see, there is a program called mentoring program. Okay. So I do a lot of mentoring. There are both paid mentoring programs and free mentoring programs. Whatever it is, I'll start the program with SWOT analysis. In that, I will ask certain questions. I'll ask student, how many hours you can read? Can you believe I have never come across a student who says I study less than 5 hours? They say 12 hours, Pavan sir, 14 hours, Pavan sir. Pavan sir, I can read 15 hours. I'm studying. So then the next second I ask them, hey, don't tell me how many hours you want to study in your dreams. Practically in your past, in history, last 1 year, On an average, every day, taking every day, on an average, how many hours you have spent with books qualitatively? If it is more than 4 to 5 hours, my dear friend, you would have definitely passed the exam. So I do not suggest, students to study more than 8 hours a day. Not required. If it is both the groups, maximum 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours. Why? You are not preparing for 30 days. You are preparing for 110 days. You are preparing for 100 days. So 110 days, daily 12 hours is practically impossible. Very difficult. Consistently studying daily 3 hours, 4 hours is possible. So even if you're attending article shape, morning 1.5 hours or 2 hours, evening 1.5 hours or 2 hours, and then in between during the office or when you are attending the client also, there is a possibility of revising certain things, half an hour, 1 hour, at least if you can steal the time. Okay, and I remember I and my friend, when we were doing article shape, we were allowed 1 hour of lunch. I'm not saying you do this, but I'm telling you practically what is possible. So in this 1 hour, we used to complete our lunch in 15-20 minutes, and remaining 40 minutes, we used to read tax reckoner. So income tax compendiums and reckoners, whatever are there, we used to just go through all those provisions, which is very interesting and important for clearing exams. So you can steal the time from somewhere, you can steal the time. But what I'm saying is, even if you're attending articleship, 3 to 4 hours, you must be able to manage every day, without which it is very difficult. Students say, no, sir, office load is there, income tax filing season, VAT returns or GST returns, that this and all. Boss, I know all these things. I had been article assistant. I run chartered accountant's office also. I know the busy season. I know the peak season. I know what is allowed, what is available, what is not available. But despite all these reasons, you must be able to study 1.5 hour in the morning, 1.5 hour in the night, even if you're an article assistant. So this is point number one. Point number two, I have divided each subject into, I have divided each subject into 10 to 15 parts, or probably 15 to 20 parts, 15 to 20 parts. So if you take law, that law, 100% of syllabus is divided into 15 to 20 parts. Every subject, all the 8 subjects have been divided like this. And I am rotating the subjects. So students will ask a very common question. Pavan sir, you want me to study one subject every day, or you want me to rotate? Today accounts, tomorrow costing, day after tomorrow law, next day some other subject. So you want me to rotate the subjects, or you want me to do the same subjects for all the day? It is always preferred to rotate your subjects. So always rotate your subjects. When you rotate subjects, you will not feel bored. And another thing is, if you are studying one particular subject for 20 days and complete the syllabus, there is a higher possibility that you will, forget the concepts when you approach your exam. So 20 days I studied accounting. After that 20 days I studied law. After that 20 days I'm studying costing. But when I complete costing or taxation, when I go back to accounts, there is a higher possibility that I'll forget everything. So I rotated all the subjects. Now, if you look at the study plan, what I have given, tomorrow is 15th July. We are starting with accounts. So just accounting standard 1 and 2. Don't you think 4 hours is more than enough to complete this? But of course, trust me, every day it might not be like this. Some days it might be less load, some days it might be more load. So some students will ask, Pavan sir, for example, hire purchase and installment sale, it is a big topic, Pavan sir. How can I complete in one day? There is a possibility that some days you feel overburdened, some days you feel like, this is much lesser for 4 hours. But this is how it goes. To complete the syllabus, this is how it goes. You need to manage everything. So first day you'll read accounts, second day you read law, third day you read costing, fourth day you read taxation, and fifth day is the beauty. There is a revision and backlogs. So this is your revision one. This is your revision one. Normally, students relax this day, but if I am the student, I double work on that day. Students will say, Pavan sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, I studied. I have completed accounts portion first day. I have completed law portion second day. Costing portion third day I have completed. Taxation fourth day I have completed. Fifth day I'll relax. No, fifth day you need to actually do more work. Why? You need to revise all the 4 days studies here so that your revision 1 will be over. So that you will not be overburdened. So within the study plan, if you look at it, 15th July onwards, revision, every 4 days, one revision backlog will come. Revision. Are you able to see this? Revision. This is one revision. This is one revision. So your syllabus will be completed by, look at it here. 5th, 5/10. So October 5th, by October 5th. After that, I have given you revision 2. So revision 1 is over. So in revision 2, accounts 2 days full revision, law 2 days full revision, costing 2 days full revision, taxation 2 days full revision. Then comes mock exam. So mock exams I have conducted in reverse order. First you'll write fourth paper, then third paper, then second paper, then first paper. So that when you are approaching ICA exams, first paper comes first. So you have written mock exams like this. Now here you are doing revision 3. Then, my dear friends, after 20th, you will write exams on 2nd of November. So another 12 days is there. Fourth revision is also possible if you are smart enough. You understand my point? So I have created a study plan, one which completes 100% of syllabus within 90 days. 2, where a provision for revision 1 to 3 is given. 3, which will not be overburdened, which will not be overburdening you on daily basis. Daily you read 3 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours consistently. That will be enough. And rotating the papers. So my personal opinion is this particular study plan, what I'm giving you free of cost through our, social media channels or Telegram or Cap Classes application. This study plan has got all the best things that are to be followed by a student. But when you are a student, you might not know how to prepare a study plan. So I wanted to help students in, some of the students genuinely, they are like, very dedicated, obedient, humble students. They say, Pavan sir, I really want to put efforts. I really want to work hard. I really want to work smart. But the problem is I do not know how to do. They, at student level, you might not be able to understand various dynamics of how things work, how a study plan should be. Because I have been living 15 years in this field, I wanted to, help the students, guide the students with my experience and expertise. That is the reason I have prepared a study plan. Again, I'm telling you, this is for group 1. This is for group 2. Red is for group 2. Always I follow the same pattern. Group 1, normally I put in blue color. Group 2, I put it in orange or red color. There is no meaning for that. And this is for both the groups. Those students who are attending both the groups also, this is the plan. So you can download these plans. My dear friends, I'm telling you, don't get pressurized or stressed that, oh my God, this is going to be the last attempt in the existing scheme. What happens? This is one extreme end. Another extreme end is, oh, we have 110 days to the exam, or I'm sure we can prepare. This is another extreme end. One is completely stressed, one is completely lazy. Don't be either A, don't be either B. Okay, be focused, believe in yourself. We are always here to help you. If you have any doubts or if you need any kind of academic support, I am always available. So this last 1.5 years, I have started this, mentoring free of cost also. If you are genuinely in need of academic help and push or any kind of academic counseling, we are always there to help you. But the point is, are you ready to study? That is the most important thing. So I have given you the study plan. God bless you. All the best. And I want you to clear your November exams with flying colors. Thank you.